Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video to watch these live trades that I took. Watch how I manage them, watch the outcome of those trades, and how this is done just using a very simple day trading method, which requires no indicators, no pivot points, no chart patterns, no Fibonacci, no trend lines, and no multiple time frames. It's that simple. All right, let's go ahead and go out to the charts. Hi guys, after several days, the last 2 days in particular, of losses, and this morning starting off with losses from red news trading, I am currently long this pair off this pullback right after the planning session, and I am looking for price to break this high that it put in, break this high and make a climb up towards 63.50 here. And what I'm going to do now, because this trade has 29 pips in profit, I'm going to go ahead and lock in 15 of it right here. All right, so I'm locking in 15 pips, looking for this move to begin to climb. And like I said, targeting up here at 63.50. We'll see if it gets there. Hey guys, it's me again, and now I'm looking at the AJ trade that I'm currently in off this yellow line pullback, and I am targeting way up here at 95.20. Of course, price has to come through 00. It's coming through 80 right now very nicely, and what I'm going to do is move my protective stop up. I have about 43 pips in profit in this trade, so I want to protect that, and I'm going to move this up to lock in. I'm going to lock in 22 pips. All right, so moving to lock in 22 pips right here with a target up here. Hi there. So now we're looking at the dollar CAD, another trade that I have on at the yellow line pullback, and I am targeting down here at 36.50. Price is pushing through 80 very nicely, and I'm going to go ahead and lock just in case. I currently have about 50 pips in this trade, so I'm going to go ahead and lock in 25 of those pips right here. So I'm locked with 25 and targeting down here at the 50. We just looked at the dollar CAD, and I'm currently long this pair off this yellow line pullback, and I'm going to go ahead. I've only got about 33 pips in this trade, so I'm going to go ahead and lock in 12, which is my 1-to-1. I use a 12 pip stop on the CAD yen, so I want to go ahead and lock in those 12 pips. I'm targeting up here at 110 even, but first price has to get through 80 and then begin to climb if it's going to. And I like to see it earlier in the day, earlier in the session. We're about 45 minutes into the New York session, and price action across the board is looking very strong. And here is the last trade I'm in, the New Zealand dollar, and this trade is starting to move towards this high that it put in on the news candle. And I'm looking for price to come through that and make its way, climb up into 57.50 up here, which is a 30 pip climb once it breaks the high. We'll see what it does. But what I'm going to do right now, like I've done on all the trades I'm currently in, I'm going to go ahead and lock down this trade. I've got about 30 pips, so I'm going to go ahead and lock in 15. Right there. So I'm locked with 15, and we'll see what happens. All right, quick update. I've locked in more profits on 4 out of these 5 trades, and this one I've moved up to lock in 25 pips. It's really accelerating up to 63.50 right now. It's only got about 8 pips before it possibly gets up in there. And here is the AJ. I've now moved to lock in 42 pips. If price gets through 95.00 and starts to climb, I'm going to lock in even more. Dollar CAD, I've moved it down also to lock in 35, and price is coming really close to this limit area. CAD yen was the only one I haven't moved, but I'm going to go ahead now and move this thing, and I'm going to go ahead and lock in 24 pips. Right here. Whoops. Right right here. And the last trade I'm in is the New Zealand dollar, and I moved my protective stop to lock in 25 pips right here. And again, just targeting up here at 57.50. All right, the market's still moving, and it took me out, and this trade was worth 54 pips. So I'm out with 54 pips. I have moved this protective stop now again, the third time, to lock in 58 pips, and I am targeting up here at 95.20. Dollar CAD came really close to the target down here at 36.50, and price needs to punch through that in order for my limit to be taken out. All right, everyone, I'm currently flat, so let's run through the trades. On the Australian dollar, you saw that it hit my take profit target up at 54, so I got 54 pips. On the AJ, you saw that I was locked with 58. The pair hit my protective stop. On the dollar CAD, I was locked with 35, but I saw this changeover happening, and I jumped out with plus 41. And on the CAD yen, I was locked with 24, and it hit my protective stop for 24 pips. And then lastly, New Zealand dollar, I was locked with 25. I saw the handwriting on all the dollar pairs and jumped out with plus 37. So let's quickly do a summary. Hey there, I'm back with the update and the summary of the trades that you saw on the earlier part of this video. And AU, you saw actually hit the target and take me out for 54 pips. On the AJ, my protective stop was hit for 58. On the CAD, the dollar CAD, I ended up punching out, pulling out of the trade with 41. And on the CAD yen, my protective stop was hit for 24. And on the New Zealand, I punched out with 37. So you can see on this, the distribution, only one of these trades hit the target. The others were managed by protective stops, these two, and then the other two were just noticing the price action across the board, starting to flip and getting out. And these trades, even though all of them didn't hit target, still produced a whopping 214 pips. What's interesting is I started the day out with 34 pip loss, and then this ended up being the net between this and this, which was a great, in my opinion anyway, a great day, 180 pips. All right, so did all this trading as you saw in the charts without using one indicator, no chart patterns, no Fibonacci, no pivot points, no trend lines, no support and resistance, just pure price action. If you want to take these kinds of trades with us that require no indicators, no chart patterns, pivot points, Fibonacci, or trend lines, or even multiple time frames, I invite you to come check out priceactiontradersinstitute.com. I'm Kim Crumpus, and I can show you exactly how we do this. We called all these trades this morning in our trade planning session, and traders were prepared to take these moves. Hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for listening.